welcome to another Pickups video. So basically, I want to tell you everything I got within the month of February. This is not going to include any digital downloads because I can't really personally show you any of those, but I'll tell you someday.
Maria!
I'ma be that nail in your coffin, saying that I saw him. I was ducking down to reload, so you can say your petty explanations. I don't have the patience before you even say it. I know you let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sound. You let your pride or your ego talk slick to me. No, that is not the way I get down. And look at how you lose your composure. Now let me show you exactly how the breaking point sounds.
I'm not done yet!
Does that make sense? Sorry if you hear a barking, coughing dog that's always sick. She just has a really bad stomach all the time. Anyways, realistically, so I did a video earlier last month of February that I do toys. Basically, I got a bunch of toys absolutely free, except for like one or two of them, because I went to the Swapmeet, and basically at the Swapmeet, there are people that go to, you know, storage units and buy them out because, you know, no longer these storage units are active. So basically, there was toys in this one certain box. So this is a Zoid. I don't even know what Zoid this really is, but it's a Zoid regardlessly. How do I know it's a Zoid? Because there's more of them. A lot more of them. So I want to kind of get those more than anything. I'm going to show you the worst to the best. Let me say that one more time. Worst to the best. So basically we have Zoid number 1. Basically there's like, you know, stuff going on with this. I like these types of things because, you know, these reminds me of when I was a child. Of course, there's a Zoid number 1. Here's a better looking one. There's a Zoid number 2. I don't know the exact which Zoid this is. It's the green color. It's missing, of course, things on top of their heads or backs. I mean, of course, all these are, but you know, they're Zoids. So the best Zoid is this Zoid. This is the main Zoid. Basically, this one's more complete than any of them. And this was the only thing that was not complete. I took it off one of the other Zoids and made this one more complete of it. So I like this Zoid the most. But of course, that's the main one. Next to the blue one I could think of, but they didn't have the blue one, so I'm sorry. But anyways, basically, the next thing I hear was actually, I think I got it for like $3. It's just Sonic. This one's supposed to be like a remote control kind of like toy, but I really wanted just a Sonic itself like card, because of course I'm a Sonic fan, and I really did like this game, which I know it's Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, and or Sonic and All-Stars Racing transformed. I would love if you told me what game it is, because I personally don't really know. I have to look at both cover arts, but I think it's All-Stars Racing. Sorry, Sega All-Stars Racing, Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, not transformed. But I could be wrong, who knows. But yeah, really like this. It's pretty freaking cool. Like it, sweet, you know. Gets to do with all this stuff up here. So, the next thing here we have here is some Power Ranger toys. I usually don't get Power Ranger toys because they're absolutely free. Of course, I got them. So, these are the Time Force Rangers. This is from, like, I think season... Oh, man, it's been a minute. I think it's season 7, 8, I don't remember, something like that. It's before Wild Force. That's when they started using all the Force names. Wild Force, Time Force, Hyper Force, freaking Dino Force, I think. No, that's Charter Charge. But whatever. Hyper Force, whatever, they're all a card now. Anyway, so Time Force. That was actually one of my favorites. There's actually a lot of story driven into that. And it's actually a lot of favorite Power Ranger fans out there. Favorites. So this is Time Force Green, Time Force Blue. Don't remember their actual names in the show. That's how bad it is. I haven't seen the show in a long time. I can watch it now on Netflix. If you want to go watch it, you should go watch it now on Netflix if you want to. Next, we have here is some Dragon Ball Z toys. We got here is Android 20 and or Dr. Gero. Of course, he's missing his thing from his head. I don't even know if that was really a thing there. It might have been realistically, but I don't know. Dr. Gero. And then this is, I thought at first it was Vegeta, and then I had to speak to my other Dragon Ball Z fanatic, which his name is literally called XX Dragon Ball Z X4X. So hey Patrick, hey DBZ. We both kind of got to the conclusion that this is Goku, actually, realistically. I came up with the conclusion first, but I wanted to be confirmed with him. And basically, the only reason why we both came to the conclusion on it's Goku and not Vegeta is because Vegeta, his hair all sticks up. All of it. Goku, all his hair sticks up too, except for the first 3 of his front, I don't know, hair like this. My hair's whatever. So this is probably the time frame, and of course it is, when Goku goes with Gohan into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber to go train for a full year, or whatever it is, to fight Cell before the Cell game. So it's that time in the show, that arc, that era, whatever you want to say. So that's why I thought it was Vegeta at first, but then I was like, well, let me talk to DPZ. It's realistically, it's probably Goku. If you think it's not, please let me know in the comments below. For all I know, it could be fucking Trunks. Who knows? Alright, so next we have here is actually the main villain of that season, that arc, Cell. Now, a lot of these toys are not, you know, the most identical, most, I don't know what's going for the word, most realistic toy. But at the time, these are really freaking cool. The only thing about Cell is that he's missing his 2 little, like, beetle thing, whatever the hell it is on the back of him, like where it's like a shell thing, whatever that is. That's the only thing that's kind of realistically missing from Cell, but realistically, I like Cell the most here. Probably next one's Goku, and then, yeah. Alright, so next, gotta see how much time we have left too. We have, I just saw it, 6 minutes. Damn, we have I don't want to think about it, so let's go quickly. I'm gonna go with some movies really quick. So, of course, with the same actual people with the movies, with the toys, I got myself the movie Harrison Ford's Blade Runner. I actually became a really big fan of Blade Runner. I actually foresaw this about 4 months back. I was actually kind of wanting to watch Blade Runner 2048 when it comes out, and it's out now. I just haven't seen it yet. And, well, I seen Blade Runner, and I actually really fell in love with it. At first, I thought I wasn't going to get into it, but I'm like, well, I actually kind of does like the whole ideal of it. So, I didn't mean to get the freaking actual best version there is, which has all the versions, Theoretic, Final Cut, edited all those things into one. I was not expecting that, so I really like that. It's pretty freaking sweet. I'll still go watch Blade Runner 2048, which was actually on Netflix, but it's not. But one day, you know. Next, we have here is the entire Final Fantasy, the entire Fast and Furious collection. All 8 movies at this time of recording, because there's going to be a 9th one coming out, who knows when. All 8 movies, from the first Fast and Furious to Fast 2 Furious, the Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast Furious 6, Furious 7, and the Fate of the Furious. I love these freaking franchises. I know a lot of people hate them now because they're probably too action-driven. They're just supposed to be about driving and cars and gangbangs at the first freaking movie, but realistically, it became a franchise, and my dog is talking, really coughing out there, trying to kill me, or herself, or whatever, I'm sorry, but I really like Fast and the Furious 8 a lot. Not 8, sorry, 7. I actually liked 7, I really liked 5 the most because of the whole dramatic thing, but you know. I got that for a steal. I got it for $15. That's freaking amazing. No lie. That thing's like $50, $60, like a brand new game. So, next, here we have is a not sealed, it's a pre-owned copy from FYE of Dragon Ball Z collection number 3 of the movie collection. Basically, this has Broly, Second Coming, Bio Broly, Fusion Reborn, and Wrath of the Dragon. I have not seen all of the Dragon Ball Z movies. I would like to do that when I rewatch the entire seasons of the entire Dragon Ball Z. I have all of them now, so I can do that when I please. But I'm trying to do all for the movies. Now that I own this one, I need one more movie collection, which literally is the first one, which like Tria Might, I don't remember all the rest, Garlic Jr., Dead Zone, whatever it is. I need to get that one, so. Next, here, we're going to go a little bit faster, like I said again. For PlayStation 1, I already own this, but it was a better copy, and I got it for $1. A Bug's Life. That's pretty much it. I still don't really like the game as much. It's it probably had better days. Probably on 64. Next, here we have is the only Xbox One game I bought this month for $6. Sorry, yeah, right. They're still on the price tag. $6 from Grey Whale. GameStop sells it for like 15, 20 bucks, still brand new and pre-owned. So I was pretty freaking excited when I saw it for $6. Microsoft Machines World Series. It first started out, I believe, on the Sega Genesis, and it did really well back then. They stopped the series, and now here's a new one. Pretty excited. It actually reminds me of the tabletop racing games because that's what this is. So go check it out if you really want to. Next, here we have Ridge Racer 7. Got it for $10. I should have got it from GameStop because it's actually like 6 or 7, so I was going to say like $4. Realistically, I don't see this anymore. It's just one of those nostalgic kind of things for Ridge Racer. It's been around since like the beginning of time of racing games for like Super Nintendo, whatever it is. So I really want to get this one, and I'm probably not going to be able to play it as much or at all. Who knows, really? But I really want to get Ridge Racer 7. And plus, I don't have any PS3 games left to go. Next we have here is Rayman 2 Revolution. I actually wanted to play this one for a very long time because I wanted to see what the difference was between this and Rayman 2 The Great Escape was. Because I do have this from my friend's Jason's account on PS3, on PSN, but realistically I just kind of forgot I even had it, and then I deleted it off after I got this. So, next we're going to go into some retros. Do I have time? Do I have time? Do I have time? I don't have time. I'll see you guys when I have time. Okay? Yeah. Okay, we're back, right? I hope we're back. So anyways, had to transfer all the memory to my computer. We're back to a good, full, solid freaking 30 minutes, which I wish I had like 2 hours or whatever it is. Anyways, realistically, back to the freaking pickup video. So, we showed off everything from movies to PS2, Xbox One, PS1, PS3, toys, of course. Forget the toys. Anyways, so I think that's pretty much it for that. Now let's get into retros. So I want to start off with, well, this one's not retro, it's just small, and I don't want to get lost. I threw it into retros. So it is Bubble Revolution for the Nintendo DS. Got it, yes, from GameStop, of course. Got it for like, what, $7? $7. No, wait, hold up. Cheaper. It was cheaper, so $6. $5. Let's say what's that. So, what's in my mouth? I was eating chips before recording again, so... Anyways, I really like Bubble Bobble. It's one of those simple, puzzle, fun games you can just play by yourself or have fun. It's like Bejeweled, but I'd rather play Pokemon Puzzle League. Realistically. So, I really like Bubble Bobble. I have the original. I want to get Bubble Bobble 2. Freaking expensive as hell. Not even expect to get it someday. I mean, I am, but just not right now. Who knows, really. But yes, Bubble Bobble Revolution for Nintendo DS. Got it now. I got it now. Yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, so basically, Game Boy Advance. Go Game Boy Advance. So now we're literally on retros. After retros, we got brand new games. So I'll show it off in a minute, okay? So, got this from Ricardo, of course, good friend. Of course, good friend. I'm not gonna see him for about a solid month. He's on vacation and or selling in Las Vegas, so I miss the guy. But at the time being, before he left, I got Castlevania Harmony of I don't know how to say it. Castlevania Harmony of the Science. So, or Sonnets. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know. I just know Castlevania on the Game Boy Advance and DS is the top Castlevania games that has came out in the last, I think, decade. I want to say decade. I know those Lords of Shadow, which if you've seen this room hundreds of times, you know I had a I still have it, Lords of Shadow poster right there. And it's just kind of in the corner now and you can't really see it, but realistically someday you'll see it. So I know you see that Naruto poster for freaking reason. Anyways, so Castlevania Harmony of the Science, the Sonnets, whatever you want to say it. Game Boy Advance got it. I'm excited because the little Castlevania fans told me this, like, some of those are the best Castlevania games to ever play, including you know, the original, which is hard, I know, 3, and then the Super Castlevania 4, Bloodlines, and of course, the top-notch winner of them all, Symphony of the Night. I do have Symphony of the Night. Just want to point it out. All right, next we have here is the original NES, the original Nintendo Entertainment System. So of course, this one, oh man, this was probably the most expensive one I had to buy. So what you got here is Mega Man, the original Mega Man. I never had the original Mega Man. I have had Mega Man 2 for like 5+ years or something. I don't remember the exact time. I got Mega Man 2 at the same time as I got Kid Icarus and Metroid, when they were cheaper back then. They're still kind of cheap now, depending, but still, they were cheaper back then. And I got it at a game store in the Sandy Mall, Southtown Mall. It doesn't even exist there anymore. I don't remember the freaking name of. Oh no, I do. Yeah, it's Play and Trade. Play and Trades I don't even see anymore here in Utah whatsoever. But that's off topic. I did miss Play and Trade. I actually gone to Play and Trades. I actually bought some things. If you don't know, I actually bought my own copy of Banjo-Tooie from Play and Trade. That's how much I actually got into it. Not so much, but I was trying to get into retros, and that was like the closest store, and now they're gone. So, yeah, as a side note, I gotta look up what happened to Play and Trade. I gotta see what they have been doing nowadays. Anyways, realistically, yeah, I've had Mega Man 2 for the longest time. I never had the first game or anything like that, or any other numbers on the NES, but now I finally have Mega Man, the original, the one that started it all off, on the NES. So, pretty freaking happy. Got it with sleeves, so it's pretty good. Pretty freaking good. Of course, I'll be looking for the next Mega Mans now, because I'm not saying I'm running out of games on the NES I'm trying to go for. I still am going for games. It's probably more realistic numbers, because it's a pretty freaking expensive one. Yeah, I think it was probably the most expensive one. And I know like 5 or 6 is probably close to that. But anyways, regardlessly, talking about Mega Man, we got Mega Man 3. Yes, I got Mega Man 3 again from Ricardo. Okay, realistically, he had the whole set. He had all the Mega Mans for the NES. Why didn't I just buy all of them? I could not afford all of them. No way I could afford them. I told him realistically, I want number 1. I know it's the most expensive one there is the number 1, is Mega Man 1. And then I want 3. Because I want to get the best Mega Man games. And if anyone knows, yes, we all know the best Mega Man original games is either 2, 3, or 4. It's always been that way. And yes, I actually hit a cartridge with my chair. Whatever. So yeah, 2, 3, or 4. You might disagree, saying it's 5 or 6, or 7 or 8, or 9 or 10, or whatever. I get that. But the original NES games, it's either 2, 4, or 5. Or sorry, 2, 3, or 4. So anyways, yes, got Mega Man 3. Freaking excited, finally got it. Of course, now we're gonna go after Mega Mans 4, 5, and 6. Yes, 4, 5, and 6. Anyways, the next one here is a game I think I've learned from just actual retro channels. I'm not saying like actual retro channels, like, oh, all the retro channels suck out there or anything like that, but I think like GameSack and My Life in Gaming, and I think Game Chasers, or possibly NES Complex to Retro Liberty, possibly even Woods and Beat 'em Ups. I think 8-Bit Eric. I think for sure Classic Game Room. Mark. I don't know. A lot of retro stores. Wow, retro gamers. I think even from GameStore 81, yeah. I almost said 84. GameStore 81. Basically, Xerxes. There's a little like thing stuck in there. Oh no, something broken there. Now it's gone. Never mind, I found it. So Xerxes, I actually got it for $10. They got it for $10 because yes, I never seen this game at all. Got it from Graywell, just the same place where I just told you I bought Micro Machines World Series for the Xbox One. Got Xerxes, so pretty excited. Got it, you know. So I know, pretty excited. I don't even show it though. I'm dead inside. So, anyways, realistically, the next game I'm gonna go from here is the Genesis. Now, one of them I don't even need. Why did I get it? Because a long time ago. Oh, I'm talking freaking 2010, 9, 8, some year like that. Yeah, some year like that. When I watched K-Wing, as in Nightwing 01, Luke K-Wing, Luke, whatever, Nightwing, whatever, Luke Nightwing, Luke K-Wing, whatever. When he was doing a lot of the retro reviews for games, he did, of course, one of them being Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters for the Sega Genesis. Not just Genesis. No, 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 no. This review had the Super Nintendo, Genesis, and the original Nintendo NES. All in review, comparing all three and reviewing them. And nowadays, there's a lot of people that does that now, but as in comparisons, or game versus game, or versus, or something like that. A lot of people do that nowadays. And yes, I can see the hardest version is Genesis, while probably the most common version is Super Nintendo, and the most obscure version is the NES, because it was like no one knew of it really. But yeah, so now I have Tournament Fighters, probably the hardest freaking version there is for the Sega Genesis. I got this one also at Graywell for $12.99. So 13 plus tax, who knows? I'm a member, so maybe it was just freaking 12, 11, I don't even know. Anyway, so yes, got that one, pretty excited, got that one. This one is probably one of the biggest ones. I want to say thank you to, like, Happy Console Gamer, all the people in that community of Happy Console Gamer, Metal Jesus Rocks, all those people. I just want to say, I wouldn't really know about this other than if I said I didn't watch him. That'd be like stupid as hell. I didn't know about this. It's pretty good. I want to say thank you once again to Johnny Millennium, Happy Console Gamer, the one I know has spoke about this the most. Landstalker. Even if he didn't speak about the game long enough, Landstalker is a game I kind of been looking for with Shadow Dancer. I found Shadow Dancer earlier in the months, around Christmas time if you want to pick up some videos. But yes, Landstalker. I've been looking for this for a while, so finally got it. This one again was actually Graywell, and I think it was the most expensive one of Genesis. So it was $17.99, nearly $20 for Landstalker. So next, okay, here we go. I wanted to leave this one kind of for somewhat last. Okay, this is the Super Nintendo games. Now, all these except for the box, I got a box, yes, for Super Nintendo I got from Graywell. So, I got Indiana Jones and the Great Adventure for the Super Nintendo. I've been looking for this for freaking while. It's one of those games I've just meaning to get, and I finally get it, and I actually wanted to play it a long time ago, because I was one of those people who kept staring at games on a Nintendo eShop, the Nintendo Wii Shop, the Wii Shop channel on the Wii, and I wanted to buy it for like, what was it, 800 points? I don't remember what it is. But still, now I finally got it. And it cost me like double that, $21.99. So I got it. Anyways, this one I didn't know for about it long. I think I knew about it for like a year, and I finally got it. Marvel Superheroes in War of the Gems. Yes, I actually seen this game twice. The first time I had to pass it up because I didn't have the money. Second time, well, first time was actually I didn't have the money and/or I didn't know what it really was, even though I could have just freaking YouTubed it. I YouTubed it when I got home, and then it was gone the next day, basically. And I think whoever had it, I think this was probably the exact same cartridge, and/or someone traded another War of the Gems and just got it. So this is the most expensive one. $29.99, $30 for War of the Gems. Please look it up. Freaking amazing game. Freaking amazing game. Now, here's something like I said, this is the box for a Super Nintendo game. Came from GameStop. You're like, okay. You might be thinking, is it one of those you bought, it came to the mail, and it was actually a box with the game and you got lucky as hell? I wish. If I did that a long time ago, I would have got like boxes of a bunch of freaking games. But no. Basically, as a GameStop employee, oh, you're like, oh no, you have those freaking perks. Yes, this is actually a perk. Okay? I kind of feel weird talking about it, but I really want to mention it because I was going to say thank you. Okay? So, if you don't know, we don't have to take in the box. We do not have to take in the box for any retro games. Technically, we don't have to take a box for any games. Really. Any of them. No modern, like PS4 to Xbox One to Switch, DS, anything like that. We don't even take a freaking box. We don't need to. Same applies to retro games. Discs and everything. Cartridges. So, when I saw this in our trade hold, I asked my current position, supervisor / manager, I don't know what they're exactly called, I kind of get confused, senior general associates, GSA, if you don't know what that means. He says yes, I could have it. I got really happy because we don't need to keep the box. We don't have to send it. I just took off the sticker, put in the actual cartridge, and it left the cartridge there, and I took the box, and it was totally fine. Super happy, super excited. I'm so happy. Thank you. I'm not gonna say your name. I don't think you want me to say your name. I know you watch these videos sometimes. I don't know if you do or don't on this one for sure. But thank you. You know who you are. I got Donkey Kong Country 3 Dixie Kong's Quest. No, it's not the best game in the world. I know, but I don't have many of these, and I really love these kind of things. Especially, I kind of went more hardcore of collecting box NES games. This year, actually, realistically, I got Mega Man X, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, I got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and I have a 164 box, and that's Mickey's Speedway USA. So I have another one. Thank you again. I'm not going to say your name. You know who you are. I can say your nickname, but I don't think I should say that anyway, so thank you. And yes, all the manuals are in there except for the insert. The insert's not in there. But thank you yet again. You know who you are. Alright. This one is, again, it's by Ricardo. Now, it's something I didn't need. But, if you don't know, I'm near completion of collecting every single Nintendo 64 game I always wanted. Not ever. Not all the N64 games in the world. No. Even though that is a possibility someday. This is a big one because it's not expensive. It's just a little bit uncommon. It's a variant. It's a variant that's actually meaningful next to like sculptures cut and blah blah blah. You already know if 64 stuff you do, if you don't. It's the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Gold Special Edition. So I wasn't 100% sure what the differences were. Has been to a fan that was bigger than me. He knows his things about Zelda more than I do. Jordan, the Zawatoad. And he told me what there is. The only thing I even knew about it was that the blood of Ganon, or Ganondorf, is actually there, or red, or something like that. That's all I even knew, other than like the textures and all that. I didn't know that. And there was like 0.2.4, like really, I didn't know all these things. So, yes, now I have it. I feel like an actual collector of 64. I feel like it's one of those holy grails you kind of had to have. So, besides that, if you want to know on a side note for 64 games, I think I just need to collect a few commons. It's like $20 games. That's kind of hard to find. For me, it's hard to find, but they're not common for me. If that makes sense. They're supposed to be common, but they're not common for me. I'm going for games from Japan and Europe because that's all I kind of got left with 64. If you want to help me whatsoever, which I don't think anyone wants to anyways, but if you really want to, let me know in the comment section below. So, thank you. Now, because I have more time, yes, I'm kind of making it go like slower, not in a rush. I know. I should have probably done the same thing for the other things I have now. Or, I mean, other things I just went by passing. So, but I'm fine. So, let's do PS4 and Switch. So, for the Nintendo PS4, for Nintendo Switch, it's not Switch. For PS4. It was actually the same day I was actually looking at the Diddy Kong's Conquest. Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I found this in another drawer. Basically, I had to wait until a certain day when it comes out of the hold so I can buy it. And I didn't know the next following time was going to work as my scheduled time at the job. It's out. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even think about it. And then I was like, was just kind of like like helping a customer or whatever out, and then it kind of like clicked to my mind because we were talking, I think, about like the anime thing, because I mostly talk about animes and games and stuff at Gamestop, and that's my specialty, by the way. That Nintendo, everything, that's my specialty, you know. Anyways, so basically, I got dot hack, slash, I don't know how to freaking name. Dot hack, freaking A. Okay, one more time. Dot hack, G.U. or GU. I don't know what the hell that really means. Last recode. I do know that this is a collection. It has Dot Hack Volume 1, 2, 3, and the new Volume 4 that I think was only available in Japan. For us, it's brand new. Volume 1 is called Rebirth, Volume 2 is called Reminisce, Volume 3 is Redemption, and number 4 is Reconnection. I do have other Dot Hack games for the PS2. They're actually, I don't think any of these are called that. So I don't know what the heck is going on. I don't know if these are a totally different collection of Dot Hack games. I don't know anything. But I thought this would be a really good way to actually try out the Dot Hack games was through this collection. So, freaking sweet. So, and also terminal disc footage on one disc. I don't know what that really means, but there's that too. So, okay. Next, let's do a Switch game. Let's do a Switch game. So, we have here is Fate Extelia, the Umbral Star. The Umbral Star. This just sounds weird saying. The Umbral Star. So, Switch Extelia. Yes, I bought it for that price. I always wanted to get the game, but I didn't think I was going to pay for like $50, $60 for this game, brand new. So, when I saw it pre-owned at my store, I was like, yes, let's buy it. Let's buy it. I don't know. Anyways, so... I do know it's an anime. I haven't actually seen any of the series. You're like, well, why'd you buy it? Because I want to one day watch the series, and I've been told it's like one of the best series of all time. Not by my manager or my supervisor at the other job, but actually by other fans, as actually anime, fans. From talking to me at GameStop and telling me about Fate. Every time I hear something about an anime, it's always either Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, Naruto, or something like that. And then sometimes it's like Fate and Soul Eaters and Full Metal Alchemist and some stuff like that. It's like Fate's like in that category for people. So I kind of want to get into it, see what's it about, but I don't even know where to start because I have to Google it. Anyway, so yes, we got Fate Extelia, the Umbral Star for Nintendo Switch. Next here, we're going to go with a PS4 game. We got here is Shadow of the Colossus for the PS4. This is the HD remastered version. I beat it. I beat the game in a week. Not saying it's a bad thing. I actually had time. I actually put my time into playing the game. I really wanted to play it. I love the original Shadow of the Colossus. I played it on the PS3 at first. I was going to play the PS2 version. I kind of stopped because I had no reason to play it yet. I wanted to play out the games. And then when the PS4 version got announced, which is out of the blue, I wanted to play it again. And thank God I really did, because now I feel more comfortable going back to my Let's Play of Shadow of the Colossus on PS3, because the first time I ever played it, I felt scared of playing it by myself, because I played it with my friend Connor and Jordan to help me get some tips about the game, because I was playing this game blind 3-4 years ago, whatever it was. I think it's like 3 years ago realistically, but as a challenge for Summer Backlog Challenge, we will do again this summer. If you know what it is, cool, I'll see you then. And if not, Google it on my YouTube channel. Search it on my YouTube channel. So, or just look up Summer Backlog Challenge. Old thing. Something we started back then in the early 2000s. no. Something we started back in the early YouTube days, so. Anyways, so Shadow of the Colossus, yes. Let's just buy it. I can't tell you much more. So, I don't know which one is the last one I want to tell you guys about. It's either a PS4 or a Switch game. So, we're going to flip a penny or something. I don't know. What is this? A Skylanders pack. I got these for free because no one wanted them. So here we go. Hold on. I did not look. Just in case you think I looked. Just in case you think I looked. Heads, Switch. Tails, PS4. Heads. I can't show you it. Just gotta give my word for it, okay? It's heads. Ugh, heads. Trust me, it's heads. So, Nintendo Switch, Wonder Boy and the Dragon's Trap. So, This is a remake of an original game from the Sega Master System. I don't even own a Sega Master System. It's older than the Genesis. It's older than the Game Gear, Saturn, Dreamcast, Nomad, whatever you want to say. I never played. I actually have. No, it's a lie. I have played a Master System before. I played it actually with Ricardo at his booth at the Swapmeet, and it was alright. I'm not gonna say it was the best console of all time, like OKG420 thinks, but I liked it for what it was. I liked it for what it was. Wonder Boy and Dragon's Trap. You could play the original Sega Master System version on this, or you could play the HD remastered of this. Basically, it's an action platformer game that you could play with a dragon, with a boy. I don't really know what else really. I haven't really played. Even though I opened it, I'm gonna play this in like 2 hours or something from now. I don't know what time it is. I don't know. I have time. Anyways, I'm gonna play it to do a Taylor Silhouettes. It should be up, I think, this Sunday or even the next Sunday or whatever I'm doing, because I just need to get ahead of some of those videos. Actually, I'm getting ahead of all videos, so I need to really badly. So yes, once again, Wonder Boy and Dragon's Trap for Nintendo Switch. Last game. This one was probably the biggest game for me this month. Coming out wise. Next we start with the Colossus. I just want to point out, it's not Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet. Yes, I want Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet, and yes, I also want a Monster Hunter World. It's none of those two. It's another HD remaster. I like how the last 3 games is HD remastered. Basically, this is probably the biggest one in my mind, but I've been told, and also hearing from other YouTubers, like a bunch, realistically, a bunch that really like the original Super Nintendo game. This is not compared to this. It's not that great, I've been told. If you don't mind it, I think it's great. You can have the original music playing if you want. I don't care. I put the original on because I tried playing the original. I'm not saying I hated it. I wasn't as much getting into it. I was slowly though, but there was something about it. I just wanted to play the HD remastered of The Secret of Mana. The Secret of Mana. This game is a legendary game I've known since the Super Nintendo. When I think of a legendary, expensive, amazing game on the Super Nintendo, Secret of Mana is literally one of the first 10 games I think of. The first 10. There's like Mega Man X, there's Link to the Past, there's Chrono Trigger, there's Yoshi's Island, Super Metroid, Super Mario World, friggin' the list can go on and on, realistically. Wild Guns and Sons of Riders, whatever. Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana. I can't believe it actually happened. Square Enix did a freaking good job. I think it actually looks pretty good. The only thing I can actually really understand that can piss off people is that the voice acting in this game, they don't match up. They don't make the mouths of the characters move. They kind of just like talk, and then the character like model is not doing anything. It's just like they're actually like, you know, interacting and stuff, but they're not talking. You don't see their mouth talking. They're like this. Hey everybody, welcome to, hey, how are you? I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but realistically, it's like that. Or if they're not even, or your mouth is not even open, they're just like this. And someone's talking. It's like that. And that's the only thing I can 100% understand. That would bother me too. But overall, I think it's a good game. I don't think it's the best game. I don't think it's the worst game. I just think it's a really good game. I haven't played much of it. What I have played, I liked it. It's not that bad. So, anyways, that's it. That's my final pickups for February. I know I kind of took the video a little bit longer, other than I don't have much to say or show. I think like last month was a lot, and then the last month before that, of course, was the most. I had like 2 or 3 months piling into also Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and or weekly sales going on all the time during the holiday season, but this is all I had. So once again, let's start from the beginning one more time really quick just to recap. We got toys, Zoid, Dragon Ball Z, Power Rangers, and Sonic. And then we got...
Hey guys, sorry, so my actual camera ran out of memory again. I was recording for too long, I didn't even notice it. So I just want to say once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below. For whatever I was doing, I cut it. I'm sorry. I was basically just wanted to do a recap of everything I got. But if you don't know what I got, I'm sorry. Just watch the whole video. Hopefully you did. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. If you're here, hello. Once again, I'll see you guys all for the next one. All right. Bye bye.
Chaos Control!